I love Notion. But moving my tasks from Notion to Google Calendar felt like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Until now. Watch live as the tasks flow seamlessly from Notion to my calendar with just a few lines of code. Goosebumps. And here's the kicker. It doesn't have to stop at Notion or Google. Want to connect to GitHub, YouTube, Jira, or some obscure tool your team swears by? Done. With AI agents, you can integrate just about anything. But wait, how do you pick the best AI agent library from the hundreds out there? Most libraries are like assembling IKEA furniture without instructions. Hours of setup, dependencies that refuse to play nice, and endless debugging. After testing 50 plus AI agent libraries, yes, I counted, I found the holy grail. Composio plus Crew AI. It's a double-edged sword in the best way, cutting through complexity and building workflows that just work. And if you're running a local LLM, guess what? It's free to use. In this video, first we will review agentic theory, then go into the Composio plus Crew AI. Part 1. Let's talk about how modern AI agent frameworks work. Back in 2023, a paper called React introduced the concept of reasoning and acting for language models. Think of it as upgrading your AI from follower to thinker. Today, most frameworks follow this approach in some form to break down agentic workflows and related terms. Let's imagine restaurant kitchen as an agentic workflow. You've got a team of chefs. Think of them as AI agents. Each chef or agent has a unique role that is its identity, like the pastry chef or the grill master. Their goal/objective might be to whip up the best chocolate cake or sear the perfect steak. When working, each chef or agent works on a specific task, like mixing batter or flipping steak. Now, an action is every single step the chef takes to fulfill that task, like cracking eggs into the batter or sprinkling salt on the steak. Without those small steps, the chef's perfect dish is just a fever dream. Both chefs and agents are useless without right tools. In a real kitchen, that's ovens and mixers. In an AI world, it might be a weather API to predict customer turnout on a sunny day, a stock API to track fluctuating ingredient prices, or even web browsing to find trendy new recipes. And sometimes, libraries call a whole bunch of agents a crew. Sounds just like a kitchen staff, right? Each member has a job. They all collaborate, but nobody's stepping on anyone's toes. Unless someone drops a hot pan, then it's chaos. Part 2. Agentic setup. Let me show you how easy it is to set this up. First, create an account on Composio. Find and set up your integrations with OAuth. Ensure to remember the entity ID. They offer hundreds of integrations. You will find something you need for sure. If you are making a client-faced app, use code instead of OAuth to enable integrations via the API key. It just cannot be more easier. I am telling you. Look at the actions that I could take with calendar integration. Find an event, create an event, or find free slots. To test it out, I asked it to create an event for a cooking task. Write it all in a prompt and hit run. Boom. An event appeared in my Google Calendar. It's like magic, but with fewer wands and more Python. To write better prompts, look at the parameters and their corresponding keywords. Finally, time to jump in the code. First, set up Composio with the API key. As a chef needs knife, we need tools. To get tools, use the get_tools function. List the actions needed and the preferred entity ID. For our use case, we need 2 actions. First, to get data from a Notion database, cause I am meeting Sam on the 21st of February. And next, Google Calendar create event to push this data in my calendar. Time to make an agent with its role, goal, and backstory. Agent needs a task, right? When adding the task, ensure it is as descriptive as possible and contains all the necessary keys that are mentioned in the actions parameter list, like start, time, and description. Assemble it all in a crew and kick it off. Wowzers, the task has been taken from my Notion and it is in my calendar. If you're worried about forgetting tasks, this script can be your lifeline. Unlike your friends, this agent never forgets or ghosts you. Want to see this in action with other tools? Replace the Notion and Google Calendar APIs with something else, like Slack for notifications or Trello for project management.